Connecting streaming software. Excellent connection. Live chat. Okay, we are live.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning. How are we today? We are a little tired. We are a little tired, and by we, I mean me. I am a little tired this morning, so bear with me. I apologize. Oh boy, everybody's here, and the chat is going cuckoo.
Hello, cuckoo chat.
Wow, so many highs and hellos, and good morning, all of you. Donna is tired. Yeah. A couple of housekeeping things before we move forward. By the way, happy September 1st. All of you, happy September 1st. Today, I understand that Singapore starts celebrating Christmas. So that's exciting. And we got our first returned item from the posters.
Why was it returned?
It was returned because it was undeliverable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I would ask, please, yes, Donna and Bethany are very, 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 very tired. Donna is very slow this morning, and I am very tired. We shipped out almost 300 packages yesterday. We are down to around 750, 80 something packages still to ship. We have gotten out some ridiculous amount of, it's the Philippines, not Singapore. I'm sorry. So Merry Christmas to the Philippines. We have gotten out, Bethany, how many packages have we gotten out? 1,300, 1,400, I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, you guys,
some ridiculous amount of packages.
You guys are amazing.
We had almost 2,400 orders, so subtract about 775 from that, and there you go. We have sent out emails to many people that their addresses were incomplete. So when they ordered, please, if you haven't gotten your package yet, first of all, we're going to get that and get it out. And second of all, check your email, because you might have an email from us that we need we need an address correction. So, yeah. And also please keep in mind, I've had some people ask when their things are going to ship. We only have two hands, and we are shipping as fast as we can. If your package, Bethany puts in, if you ordered your poster more than a week ago and haven't gotten a shipping notification, please check your email. There is a problem with your address. Thank you, Bethany. Clearly, Bethany is more awake than I am this morning. Yes, there are still prints available to buy of the posters. We are not even discussing any more posters that we're going to make right now because...
Oh, we're totally making the 80s posters.
Yeah. Anyway, so Donna's not talking about that right now. La, la, la,
Look for it in about 4 weeks.
La, 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 la. Yeah, 4 weeks. Sure. Okay. At any rate, we're not talking about that right now. We are not. And if we are, then Scott's going to be shipping those all by himself because Donna needs a break.
I'll never be alone because I know Bethany will be there.
Yeah, Bethany's not going to ship in 4 weeks. Bethany's just like me. She's tired. Anyway, we're all good. It's good. But just please do know we are shipping as quickly as possible. And there you go. Why not use a mechanical pencil? Because he doesn't like a mechanical pencil.
I have the lovely one that Donna gave me. I just haven't switched it over to the 4H lead. She got me 4H lead because she loves me. I just haven't switched over.
See, I clearly love you more because I buy you pencils when I go to Jet Pens and I think of you.
You do.
And you're trying to beat me up by making more posters. What is wrong with you? I'm the nice one here.
But you buy me things to make more posters with.
No, I do not.
Yeah, that's the whole... You said, here's a pencil, make more posters.
For the
That was
love
your exact words.
God. Bethany's like, he's not wrong. I'll totally ship them. With a kissy face. Of course she will. Not gonna happen, people. Not right now. Just accept my fate. No, I am gonna fight it all the way to the end. How are we today? We are exhausted.
I'm doing good.
Yes.
Hey,
because he's not shipping.
I've had to sign all of those.
Actually, yeah, but you whine about it every time.
I do not. I put my headphones on.
Nope, you whine about it every time. What? You have enough? You have enough? I'll come back in an hour. You have enough?
Because I got videos to make. I got things to do.
Rivy sent you a tip and says 99 Loaf Balloons is an absolute bop.
It is. It is.
What are you drawing?
I am doing Nena from, she sang a song called 99 Love Balloons. Mm-hmm. That's her.
Honey, what kind of pencil did you just use right now?
Oh, I'm using a 4H pencil. This is a very generic, it came with like a generic set that Donna and the boys gave me years ago.
Stop spinning it and show them, lift it up to the camera. Show them what it is. There, thank you. That's all I wanted.
But the thing is, with harder lead pencils, I could probably use this nonstop every single day for about 3 years and not finish it. And so that's why it's like, I'm like, I don't know. At some point, I'm just going to have to, because I've been using this pencil for at least a year, and I don't have to even sharpen it.
Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to show them okay, so you know how you guys can see all of the little tiny pencils?
Did you literally bring it down with
I
you?
did. I brought it down because I'm so darn proud of myself. Yep. Okay, so Scott has this little tiny... Look at my pencil. Look at... I actually got it shorter than his. Look. Yeah, proof.
It's off the camera.
Oh, is it on the camera now?
To the right. There you go.
Look at... There's Scott's pencil. Look, mine is shorter.
Yep. You're the best.
I win. How petty am I that I had to prove him that I could make a shorter pencil than his. Okay, there's all these comments and I'm so tired.
I win.
No, you don't. Shut up! You just broke it. You can't possibly. That doesn't count.
Win.
No, you don't. That doesn't count.
Sorry, you lose.
Nope, that doesn't count. Everybody watched you. You broke it. Okay, fine. Ellen's here. Let's see. Okay, Scott draws so fast because
I'm just looking at a photo.
Yeah, and he's been drawing for 50 years, you guys. Come on. Stefner says that's cheating. Ha! Congrats on the tinier pencil, Donna. See, that's all I wanted. That's all I want. Thank you. That's Zivri. Thank you. That's all I wanted. A little bit of love. At school, my pencils always get dull after one period. How do you keep yours so sharp?
Again, a hard lead. I did a video on this, but a hard lead. This is. I'll just do it here. You guys can see this?
Yep.
So this is a 4H pencil.
You can't even see it.
And this is a number 2 pencil. Mm-hmm. And let me see if I could find a...
You don't own a B pencil, honey. Those are all upstairs.
Do.
No, you don't. Donna, what's your favorite band? I have no idea. Who's my favorite band?
Your favorite band?
Yeah. I'm going to go with Def Leppard.
That you listen to the most.
Let's see. Who do I listen to the most? I don't know. Let me look. Should we look at my Spotify and see who I listen to the most? Just remind me not to hit play. Oh, Jamie Brown's here. Oh, see, Moondust says, I will forever have the shorter pencil. They saw it. Cheater. Pumpkin eater.
I don't know.
It's mostly individual people that I listen to. Yeah, oh, Huey Lewis in the News. Def Leppard. I like Maroon 5.
Just grab one of these.
Toad the Wet Sprocket. I love them. Is there a way to keep them sharp with softer ones? No. Softer pencils dull so quickly. I still don't know what you're looking for. What are you looking for? Oh, all the pencils? Okay. He's still rummaging around.
Finally.
Softer pencils like B pencils.
This is a 4B pencil.
They write like
But the softer pencils are going to just...
They dull so fast.
Dull really fast, whereas the hard pencil isn't.
So, and I will honestly tell you, when I write with... Because I only write with B pencils because I love how soft they are. When I write with a B pencil, I have to sit there with a pencil sharpener on the desk next to me, and literally every couple of lines I'm sharpening. So, there you go.
Now, one thing you could do, this is a B lead. You can get one of these. That way you don't have to keep sharpening them.
Yeah, but that's a mechanical pencil.
Yeah, but I'm saying if sharpening your pencil a lot is a problem.
That's true. That's true. That was not a cheap mechanical pencil, though.
It was $15, yeah.
That was an expensive mechanical pencil. But then you never have to buy it again. You only buy the mechanical pencil once. Just
but
don't
it's
lose
got the
it.
no faces on it.
Touché. Okay, please do a tutorial to help us improve our artwork. You, Napalm, go to the Art Hacks playlist. And there's so much stuff there that will help you. And I even made
like a compilation video last week.
We do like Queen's music. He draws eyes so well because...
Practice.
So much practice. How do I paint over the pencil sketch with watercolor without covering it up completely?
Oh, if you want to see your pencil sketch underneath the watercolor, you're going to want to use a darker pencil.
It's going to smudge.
Yeah, if you want to, you can try colored pencils. Sometimes are good too. They will bleed a little bit.
Yes, I love Wham. Are you kidding me? Last Christmas is like my favorite song. Okay. So, wow.
What's wrong?
So many questions today about. Okay. So, guys, start in the Art Hacks playlist for any tips about drawing art, any tips about faces, eyes, proportions, all sorts of different things.
But I'm saying
check the Art Hacks playlist.
I literally made a video that compiled all of the people stuff. So eyes, proportions, faces,
all of the things,
all of that into one video. If you just go to my video section, you should see it.
He uses a pencil sharpener to sharpen his pencils. The tea this morning is the Harrods strong breakfast tea, and I brewed it longer than 3 minutes. Let me tell you that much, because I needed to do that. All right. Honey, what arches pad are you using right now?
I'm using the hot press.
It's 3.5 inches by 9.5 inches, and it's hot press.
3.9 by 9.8.
Yep, 9 hot press paper. You get your pencils that small by using a very, very small sharpener.
Well, yeah, the electric pencil sharpener that I use does not get it that small.
No,
I
you
have to move over
handheld.
to a little handheld that Donna gave me.
No, that you stole from me and wouldn't give back. And I have one that is actually smaller than that one that he has, which is how I got my pencil smaller. It's actually looks like a little bullet shaped pencil sharpener, and it's very heavy. It's made of brass. I bought it from CW Pencil when they were still in business, but it's very good. Okay, we met like about 100 years ago. We've been married 30 years. We've been together for 5. He hasn't drawn Taylor Swift because she's right, but not in this series because she's in the 80s. What's the best pencil sharpener?
I don't think she was born.
Yeah. What's the best pencil sharpener in your opinion?
I haven't found one, honestly. I think the Panasonic so far has been the best one, lasted the longest for me, so I might go and
that's one of those really big ones that they would have at school. Like, it's really heavy, super heavy duty. What would you do if your artwork got spoiled?
I'd be upset.
Have you met any celebrities?
Yeah. We got to meet a bunch when we worked on our movie. So we worked with Emily Blunt and John Krasinski and Sylvester Stallone and Danny DeVito, Ian McKellen, Raven Simone. We got to meet a lot of really, really nice people.
Super nice people. He started drawing when he was about 6 or 7. I almost bought that pencil sharpener today, the flip one. I just can't bring myself to commit to a mechanical one.
Yeah.
Raspberry's back. They've been at school. Taylor Swift was born in 1989. Oh my God. Okay. Scott and I were together 1 year in 1989, folks. Good gravy. When did you start painting?
I started watercolors around 2009, 2010.
Okay, Yurichi asked an interesting question. Since it's just 4 months before a new year begins, what was both your favorite memories that you have made / experienced in the past few months?
I think some of the zoo trips.
Yeah, the trips have been good.
I think
I loved our anniversary trip. We celebrated our 30th anniversary in January. And I loved our anniversary trip, which was pretty awesome. He's using a zebra brush pen right now, and we get it on jetpens.com. Got any ways to get the courage to finish a piece? I'm scared I'll make a mistake. That's Blueberry.
Work smaller. If you don't, if you have a big piece, those are really scary. Work smaller like this. These take me an hour, and if I mess up, who cares? I only lost an hour. You get used to working smaller till you get comfortable. When I did the Animal Crackers movie poster, which, let's see, where is it? Looks like this. So when I wanted to do this poster, and I wanted to do it in gouache, and I wanted to do it big because it's a movie poster, so like 30 inches by 40 inches. There was no way I could just jump in. So I took a year, and I did a bunch of like little, here, I'll show you. Each day I would do a little practice painting like this. And just to teach myself gouache, just to build up my confidence. And I did hundreds of these, till I felt confident enough that I wouldn't mess up the big painting. So try that. Try smaller paintings until you feel confident to do larger paintings.
Okay. All right. How long do the zebra brush pens last?
I've never run out of ink. I usually run out of, the nib gets worn down.
All right, we're going to blow through a bunch of comments because there's just so many. Okay. It is 9:25 a.m. We are in the Central Time Zone. Scott is drawing musicians from the 80s right now, from A through Z.
We're on N right now.
We are on N. All right, so Scott's favorite... What is your...
What's wrong?
What is your favorite art piece that you've seen in the art community?
I wouldn't say art community. I saw it in the museum. It is Spring by Sir Lawrence Alma-Tadema.
They want you to do Van Halen for V.
I'm thinking of doing David Lee Roth. Though, you kind of want to do Eddie Van Halen, but...
Scott wants to try sculpting. I've done knitting. So, Scott's going to say whatever pencil makes you draw is what you should use. He is using hot press paper right now. There is no should in art. So any of you that are asking how much should I do this or what should I do for that, whatever it is that you want to do is what you should do.
Yeah, that's the great thing about art is you could do whatever you want to. There's no rules to it.
He didn't make money as a young artist. And I can't possibly tell you what the price of the zebra brush pen is in any other country because we are not in those countries. So we only get the prices for where we are here.
But there's a link to where we buy them from.
Correct.
On our website.
Correct.
So you can see if you have access to that.
Correct. Correct.
Like you can go to Blick and see if they ship to you.
He has not tried Celtic knotwork. Some graffiti art is good. Some is like if you're just gonna spray words, it's not.
Graffiti's fine. Tagging, I think, as well.
That's it. Yep. Consistency is important to expanding your YouTube channel. So post every day. The pen, we pay $2.65 for the pen that he is using right now. There is an entire marker playlist, and Scott would recommend the Artex markers. Is it Artex or Artbeak?
Artbeak.
Artbeak, acrylic markers.
They're brush tip.
Animal Crackers is on Netflix. Do you like the hot press paper more? Is there a reason you've swapped over for this series?
Yeah. So the cold press, at least for the arches, is very textured. Can you see that? See how bumpy it is? And if you look, the hot press is really smooth, and so the inking goes on much better. The inking on the cold press was really bumpy. My favorite sketchbook, which is the Be Creative, which is also 100% cotton. You can see it is got a little more texture than the hot press, but not as textured as the cold press. See? And so it's kind of just the perfect thing for me. So the inking is nice and smooth, and the watercolor's got some nice bumps to it and texture, and I really love it.
Okay. But I'm gonna interject here and say there is no should. There is no best paper. There is no best notebook. There is no best anything.
Don't ever let other artists tell you that. Oh, you have to use this, or you need to use that, or this is the best. There's no such thing, because I have made some of my best works of art on paper that I don't like anymore.
Correct.
It's just one of those things where you're going to change your taste, you're going to change your mind, you're going to like something that other people don't. Totally fine with that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as like music or something. You're going to like a song that other people don't. You're going to like bands that other people don't.
Say good morning to Santa.
Hey, Santa.
Santa says, I hope that you're all surviving the United Sava Postal Service. Santa, I wish I could borrow your elves for a while, because we're still shipping so many posters. Holy moly. Oh, I think I've reached mush brain today. I'm just tired. So there you go. We have a very long list of places we would like to travel. Bagels or toast? Bagels. Soft, medium, or hard, brush or felt tip?
I like the felt tip.
What size of the brush pen are you using right now?
I'm using the very small, or very fine, I think is what it's called.
We did make animal crackers, guilty as charged, and we'll hopefully do it again. My micron pens are getting so much lighter after erasing. Any solutions?
Try using a kneaded eraser, because if you're using something harder, it is going to lift it up. That's why you'll always see me use a kneaded eraser with my watercolors.
I think we all know my favorite animal from the zoo was the red panda, but what was your favorite animal we visited at the zoo?
I really liked... what was the tiger's name?
Felix
the tiger. I loved the rhino bill.
The S. Stanley.
I love Stanley because you get to play catch with Stanley. I mean, they were all fantastic, but I think I like the ones that like Sai, the cassowary. We got to feed them, so I like the stuff that's a little more interactive. So when you get to kind of pet, and I didn't get to pet or anything Felix the Sumatran tiger, but I got to get really close.
Gee, I wonder why.
Next time.
Gosh, he's gonna eat your hand. Okay. So, Scott's favorite painting was Spring from Sir Lawrence Alma-Tadema. I do have a favorite painting. It is called Wanderer Over a Sea of Fog, and it's Caspar von Friedrich. He is the painter. Weird question, but have you and Donna had a girlfriend and boyfriend before you guys met, or is it a Romeo and Juliet type of love at first sight?
I never really had a girlfriend.
I dated lots of boys.
Donna was a hussy.
I was.
But I
can't help it. I was gorgeous when I was younger.
You still are.
No, I love you. Thank you.
But no, I was very shy, and
he really was.
Yeah.
Okay, Scott uses the Winsor & Newton watercolors. You cannot refill these zebra brush pens.
Well, that we know of.
Yeah, that we're aware of at this point. What's the best eraser in your opinion?
I did a video on that.
He did indeed.
And again, no bests, but different erasers I would recommend for different situations. So like I wouldn't use a kneaded eraser with colored pencils, but I, bless you.
Excuse me.
But I wouldn't use the Prismacolor eraser or the Magic Rub eraser with watercolors. So just, it depends on, the situation and what it calls for.
Okay, two really good questions. The first one from Totally says, I'm afraid to go out of my comfort zone and draw something that I don't usually draw, but I'm scared of it looking bad.
Again, if you start carrying a little sketchbook that you can, I don't know if I have any sketches in here, but if you start carrying a little sketchbook that you can, no, it's fine. I guess this is, but if you start and you just draw. That's what I started doing, was I was just drawing, because I was horrible at drawing places and cars and stuff. And so I would just bring a little sketchbook and I would just sketch. And they weren't art pieces I was going to put in a gallery. It was just me sketching until I started to feel like comfortable enough to do inking, and then comfortable enough to add washes, and then comfortable to add watercolors. And then that's where my sketchbook, but I was never confident until I started just doing it. Even so, I'm definitely more confident in doing these portraits than I am when I go to the zoo and I'm sketching
you find animals more difficult because they're out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing, and I definitely don't feel in my comfort zone when it comes to places like buildings or something like that. I mean, I've never sketched the Eiffel Tower until I did.
Until you did it.
And, that's the thing is but I think
this is why we both say, like, take your sketchbook and just even start going around your town where you live. Go to the park, sketch the play equipment, sketch a tree, sketch a building. If you go out to lunch, sketch what's in the restaurant.
You're not, and I know a lot of people will do, I'm going to go get painting lessons. And then they will go and it's like, okay, today we're going to paint this landscape. And it's like, I haven't even learned to draw yet. And you're you're going straight into painting.
Right.
And, you're in front of a class and there's this and that. Right. That's a lot of pressure.
It's like you have to learn to walk before you can run.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I say just draw everything every day. Draw salt shakers, draw toy cars, draw whatever.
On that note, you've got a lot of people who have imposter syndrome and they want to know, sometimes they feel like they're the worst artist in the world. They want to know how to start loving and feeling more confident in their own artwork. And they also want to know how to know when their artwork is done. I mentioned it in my video yesterday with Rishi Draws. We all suffer from imposter syndrome. I did see one person who commented, am I the only person who doesn't suffer from imposter syndrome? And bravo to that person who is that confident in their artwork. For the rest of us, it's just a part of it. We compare ourselves to other people. We do that with our looks. We do that with the way we speak. We do that with the clothes that we wear, with the car that we drive, if you drive. We do that with everything. That's just... And I think a lot of it is, as humans, just as we develop from babies,
and this is coming from an artist, not a psychologist, but
Right.
I think we learn how to tell the difference between one thing and another, which is a circle, which is a square, which is red, which is blue. That's how we learn to group things based on this is a cat, this is a dog. And so our brains are just developed by knowing the difference between, danger and safe and, up and down and whatever. And so we see the differences. That's the thing we do. So when we make art, we see the difference between what we're drawing
Right.
and what we're not drawing and,
Right.
and what our drawing looks like. And we go, gosh, I can see the difference. What's helped me is embracing the difference and saying, I am not a camera. My job isn't to do exactly. I'm not doing photorealism. I'm doing this. And I'll get upset if I look at it and I go, okay, I know it's not supposed to look like it, but I want at least you to know who it is when
Correct.
I do it, you know?
You do that.
And that's so again, so you go through that, but imposter syndrome is totally normal because our brains are wired that way.
Yeah.
And I think if you don't have imposter syndrome, apologies to that one person who commented that they didn't. But I think if you don't, then there's really something wrong. If you think that everything you do is
Perfect.
fantastic,
Right.
something's wrong with you.
But I think also, our job as humans is to keep growing and learning and changing and developing. And, I think if you get to the end of wherever you are, and if you think you've gotten to the end of that, it's time to try something else to challenge yourself.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents in the world.
No, you're right. But, the other thing is that you want to come to that place where you accept your differences, you in who you are. Hey, Mrs. Claus, happy Friday.
Good morning, friend.
You want to be okay with your art. You want to be okay with the fact that your work is unique and that you're unique and that you have a different vision and whatnot. Okay. That's where you start to not work. Imposter syndrome doesn't go away, but you learn to not let it stop you. You start to embrace that uniqueness.
We're gonna move on, because we need to move on. Did you answer the microns? Why the microns are getting so much lighter after erasing? Okay, yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Size and width of your paper. It's like 3.5 by 9.8 inches. Don't ask me to convert that to centimeters.
13.9 by 9.8 inches, or 10 centimeters by 25 centimeters.
There you go. We are not planning on any giveaways right this second because Donna can't mail one more thing or her head will explode.
Also, even the Spider-Verse giveaway.
Yeah, we got one back.
One of them came back out of the 6.
Yeah.
Again, we are doing our best to do this stuff, but a lot of times people aren't either giving their right address or their governments aren't allowing shipments from the United States. And no one's putting any blame on anybody, but every time we ship out stuff for free, it costs us anywhere from $20 to $40 in shipping per package. So, when I ship out 10 things, it could be anywhere from $200 to $400 that we're giving away in that, on top of giving away free art, or when we sent out all of the art supplies.
Correct.
We will do it from time to time, but we're not independently wealthy. I'm still just an artist trying to make a living.
Correct.
So we will do it as often as we can.
That small sketchbook was from a company called Sketch Wallet, and they make wallets that hold sketchbooks.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah. The Zebra brush pen is a brush pen, so he is using a brush pen.
Yeah.
You need to use watercolor paper for watercolor.
Don't want to say need to, but it is recommended.
Sorry. Yeah, it's recommended. I love all of you who are asking for shout outs, but I can't do it today. There's too many people here. Scott has tried oil paints a long time ago. Not his favorite. If you're into oil paints, Bethany Primrose is your oil painting guru. Let's see. Any thoughts on full-time artist as a career?
Oh, man. It is tough. It is really, really tough. I would say I've been trying my entire life and was never able to do it. I was always able to get freelance work, but it was never enough to live on. And so I've always had a regular job. Now, fortunately for me, my regular job was still in some ways artistic, working in video games, doing animation for TV and film and whatnot.
Can you link the Sketch Wallet sketchbook on your site? Yes, we can do that.
Yeah.
No problem. I'll write that down right now. Link Sketch Wallet. No problem. We can do that. So you guys can see what to do with that. We can.
I'm kind of taking my time with her hair.
Is hot press watercolor paper good for gouache?
Yes, I like it for gouache. I prefer it for gouache.
Any tips for dealing with sensory issues?
Any in particular? For me, my sensory issues are, well, sound and smell.
Oh my God, so much sounds and smells.
But for me, it is headphones, noise canceling headphones. I think her chin might be a little big. There's a microphone in the way in the photo, so I'm gonna kind of come in a little bit more here.
Have you done any tutorials for painting like this?
I don't think so. I did do a video on painting skin with watercolor, and there is some on inking, so I guess kind of like little bits and pieces here and there.
Ryan says teachers have imposter syndrome. I'm teaching English for the first time and terrified I'll screw it up.
Oh gosh.
You know what? You're gonna do great. You're gonna do great. Scott's never tried coffee spilled art. He doesn't have a favorite anime that I'm aware of.
My favorite anime is Speed Racer.
But nobody really knows that anymore.
Well, it's not my fault.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we did a giveaway. God, I can't remember when we did it. We did the Spider-Man pieces that Scott did. We gave those away several months ago.
I don't think it was that long ago, was it?
I think it was a couple months ago at least. Yeah, and I have one sitting on my desk that came back. He is not going to try slime art. Yeah, perfection is a myth, Ryan. You are absolutely true. You know what? Here's the thing, guys. Let's go. Okay, Donna's going to get on a soapbox for like 30 seconds. There's no perfection in life ever. I don't care if you're 5, 15, 25, or 55. There is no perfection in life. The best thing in life is to keep learning. That is the absolute best thing in life, because there are always will be things that you don't know. I still get excited when I learn things about a new animal that we meet at the zoo. I still get excited when we go to a museum we haven't been to before and we get to see new things. Or when I go to our botanical garden here and they have a rotating art exhibit that I find that I fall in love with. Or when there's a new flower that I look at that I see, or a new bird in the backyard. Like we were out walking yesterday and Scott and I saw this, there are these giant woodpeckers that fly around in our neighborhood and they land in all of the trees, and we have a lot of trees around our house. And this, I never knew woodpeckers could get to be like 12, he's gotta be like 12 inches tall. He's enormous for a woodpecker. And there's just always something to learn. You never get to the end of learning. So embrace the learning, embrace that there's no perfection in life. It's just this human thing. Just enjoy the learning process. I enjoy learning more now than I did when I was 18 or 25.
Learning is definitely more fun when you're not being forced to do it.
That is true. That is very true. Oh boy. Ace Plains asks, do you know the easiest way to write a story?
The easiest way?
Yeah.
Chat GPT, I guess. But I mean, I I wouldn't trust whether it was stolen or not. But I mean, if you're just looking for the easiest way, just ask an AI to do it.
Don't write it yourself.
All right, blow dryer.
Blow dryer. Wait, which one are you? You're the Logitech, right? Okay, there you go. Go ahead. Yes, we are. I am, and as are the mods, deeply in need of lots of caffeine today. It has been a long week. Do you have any advice for traveling with sensory issues?
Again, for me, headphones. And if your sensory issues are smell, I know that there are some, I've been looking into it, but there are some masks that you can wear that will mask smells.
Really?
Yeah, like an N95 kind of thing that has that will.
Boy, that would really help you.
That. Yeah. So
we were shipping yesterday, and Bethany Primrose and I took Scott with us out to lunch because we took a break yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Some days we don't. Yes, I did. Some days we don't, but yesterday we did take a break. And he sat there and he was smelling all of these things, and he's like, "Can't you smell that? Can't you smell that?" And I didn't smell. And she didn't smell anything that he was smelling. And it's just very, very interesting. And so that, I didn't know you were looking into that, but that would really help you because smells are a big deal for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. Let's see. Where are we here? Okay.
So you guys see, I have to get the
kneaded eraser.
The kneaded eraser. They dry up,
Does the blow dryer shrink the paper?
No. What happens is when you wet paper, it'll kind of like curl up, and then when you blow dry it, it kind of flattens back out. And so sometimes you'll see, because it's glued on all the sides, you'll kind of see it kind of bowing up a little bit when it gets wet, and then when I blow dry it, it'll kind of settle back down.
Okay. Derpy Freedom always feels unmotivated and seriously thought about quitting art, but your lives in shorts made them feel better about their art.
Oh, thank you. You know, making art doesn't have to be a chore. It could just be something that you do for fun. And
no, I do not draw, but I write in a journal. Let's see. Donna dropping the wisdom. Love you, Ellen. Well, I mean, I think the older you get, the more you appreciate the simple things,
So you guys see the kneaded eraser didn't pick up any of the ink. It's not going to.
No, it did not. Now, how long did you let that black ink, you put that very, very dark black ink at the bottom. How long did you let that dry? I know you had to let that dry more.
I blow dried it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
You were there.
I know. I'm also tired.
I yelled blow dryer.
I know. I'm tired, honey. I got to go ship some more packages today, but I'm tired. Let's see. Yes, the ink is waterproof. Scott went to Academy of Art in
I
San
double
Francisco.
check every time I do it, and I look for the word waterproof.
Good. Thank you. Don't forget the wetting method before painting, Dalton says.
Thank you, Dalton.
Thank you, Dalton.
I was just about to do that. Okay, here we go.
Oh, a pileated woodpecker. Yay! Thank you, One Up Girl. You know what? He was beautiful. And he had like red tips on his wings, or maybe it was red on his head.
Yeah.
I think it was red on his head. Yeah. But he was so cool. Anyway. Any tips for drawing or sketching dogs or other animals?
Photo reference.
Oh, I know. If you're going to draw your dog, take a picture because animals always move.
Yeah.
Every time we go to the zoo, Scott ends up taking...
moving.
Yeah, he takes video and then he pulls still images out of the video to do because the animals don't stop moving.
Yeah. All right, blow dryer.
Oh, hold on. The choice in music is very serene today. I don't know what you're playing.
Oh, yeah, sorry. The music today is from the movie Her.
Oh, nice.
Tell me, because I forgot to ask, how is it? Because we can't hear it.
Yeah, they say the music is very nice today.
Oh, good.
The blow dryer does not shrink the paper because this is a watercolor block. So it is glued down to the paper below it. Yes, that is a new blow dryer. Scott stole my blow dryer. I'm going to have to get a new one before the winter hits. What's your thoughts on modern art, honey?
I'm not a fan. Just not. Like, I'm also not a fan of abstract art or cubism and things like that. I'm not even a Picasso fan.
Oh, the blow dryer does have a name. His name is Roger Roger.
I thought that was the old one.
We're not renaming it. This can be Roger Roger 2. That's too much work. Then I got to remember another blow dryer name.
Blow dryer.
Oh, hold on. Ryan did a lesson one time and didn't use waterproof pens and had to change materials on the spot. You guys are great. Thanks for saying wet the paper. Scott has done digital art. If you look and stuff, I don't know, just Google digital art in his channel and you'll find it. Do you have any advice on anxiety when starting school again, as I'm very nervous?
Ooh. I don't know. What did we tell the boys?
I don't even know. I mean, if you've got some good friends, you know, I think that helps. And also to get into something that you'd like. If you join a club or do drama or a sport or do something that you like where you can find like-minded people.
Yeah, that really helps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I said Scott's done digital art. Let's see here. Guys, Scott's just been practicing for like 50 years. So there's no shortcut. If you want to get better at art, you just got to practice. Stefnerd says, Scott, maybe please also check that the ink is properly closed. I still have nightmares of orange everywhere. Yeah, poor Steph's got a little PTSD going there, honey. All right, let's see. How do you draw hair so well? Practice.
Yeah. There's a couple videos on it. And again, like I said, I made a video that kind of compiled everything. So if you want to just go to my videos section, you should be able to see something. But it's a little bit of comic book style and a little bit of Art Nouveau. All right, blow dryer.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me close. There you go. Okay, I'm unblow drying you. Kermito is in school and all of their classmates say hello. Oh, they say hello to me too.
Hello,
tell them
everybody.
We said hi. And don't get in trouble. Good gravy. Let's see. My brain is starting to get to mush because there are just so many questions. Scott did try digital art. There is a video on that. Guys, Anytime you ask, how does he draw something so well? Anytime you ask, really seriously, like, just practice, guys.
And just so you all understand, I look at this and I go, gosh, I could do this so much better. And I think of all the people I know who can do it so much better. And so that's why I'm saying you're just a little bit behind me on your journey, and I'm behind the people that I'm looking at on their journey.
Correct.
And so it's not, like you'll never get to this level. It's not like you're just behind me a little bit. I just been doing it a little bit longer.
Yep.
So don't give up. I look at all of the people I idolize and I go, God, I wish I could do this and I wish I could do that. And my work now is so much better than it was because I just kept moving forward. I kept trying. I kept practicing. So please don't give up and don't let it be something that stops you from making art.
Goddess K, draw a red panda.
Blow dryer.
Oh, hold on. I got to come back over here. Boy, that's really wet today, huh? How do you get your kneaded eraser to be really soft like that? Mine is always so hard I can't stretch it. And yes, I unmuted you.
Yeah, sometimes your kneaded erasers have just been sitting out so long that you might have to get yourself a new one. But for me, like I'll use them at least a couple times a week, so it never gets that bad.
Santa says, what a gift to learn forever students. I think that's the best way to be, but that's my 2 cents in the world. When will Donna do another unboxing video? Let's see. I did another unboxing of the fountain pen that I got, and that was on my channel. But nothing right now that we have coming in.
Here's the problem with women.
What?
Painting women. Sorry.
Thank you, because I was about ready to come over there and smack you.
Oh, I don't have time to list all those problems. No, there's just in painting.
And I don't have the energy to get up and smack you, but I will later when you're closer by.
Is the more artsy you get...
Oh, you're done.
The more artsy you get with the skin tones and the things like this, the more it ages them, and... you see, like, all of these lines are starting to make her look older than she really is. And I might have to go back and smooth all that out.
You might have to. You absolutely might have to.
I mean, because she was only in her 20s here, but I am...
You are making her look old.
Yeah.
As long as you don't make me look old, we're good. Okay, Leonore, there is a list of art books that Scott recommends on his channel under resources, and then there's recommended books.
Blow dryer.
Again? There is a video, Joanna, on Art Block. You can check that out. I am glad, a human, that you got your vampire poster and that you love it. That's exciting. The live derpy where he spilled the ink was the hair journal prints. You can see that in a live, and you can see how he fixed it in a short. So you can go to the hair journal playlist. Scott's favorite ice cream is chocolate, but he can't really eat ice cream anymore. Ohuhu Matsuri Art. Ohuhu makes a sketchbook with paper that is really great to use with their markers. And I would check that out because it's really cool. Let's see. Have you done any Have you done any drawing or painting tutorials?
Not tutorials, no. I'm not a teacher. I will do tips if I think I can help somebody or whatnot, but not really tutorials.
Yeah. Check out the Art Hacks playlist. How do you find inspiration / ideas for drawings? Kai hasn't drawn anything in months.
Usually from other artists. I like looking at cosplays and things like that.
Ashu, you would have to check if the Great Wave has sold yet or not. I don't know.
I don't recall seeing it, but
I don't know. It might have sold. I don't.
I did
remember.
that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember what we've sold and what we haven't sold. Tea of the day is the Harrods strong breakfast tea. What's the tea? Donna needs more tea. Santa, oh my gosh, you are not kidding. I just woke up this morning. 2 days ago, Bethany and I were really tired, and so we were shipping. We were both looking at each other, and we were just really tired. Yesterday, we got our act together, and we shipped almost 300 packages yesterday. So we really kicked it into gear yesterday. But I woke up this morning, and I just laid there in bed going, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And we have been shipping nonstop since the order started coming in. So we took last Saturday off because you can't ship 24/7, 365. It's too much. And we are taking tomorrow off. Tomorrow's Saturday. And then we will be back at it, even though it's Labor Day weekend. We will be back at shipping on Sunday because we have to get these out to you guys. Have you ever tried wood carving? I don't think you have.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. How many sketchbooks do you have, both work in progress and finished?
Including the ones from when I was younger?
Too many to count.
Gosh, maybe 50 or 60.
What made you want to create a YouTube channel?
It was Dan Povenmire who convinced me to do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Anne-Marie's here. Good morning, Anne-Marie.
Anybody know Nena's eye color? Her name is spelled Nena.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of buying a sketchbook from Blick, but I don't know which one to buy.
Depends on what you want to do. If you just want to draw, just get a cheap one.
Yeah.
If you want to do watercolors, I would recommend the Be Creative.
How do you feel about the Ohuhu markers for beginners?
I think they're good. They're more expensive than you need to spend as a beginner. I would get the Art Beak ones. I need a blow dryer.
Okay, go ahead. All right. Kai, check out the there's a video on Art Block. Keyshawn, Scott's going to say drawing is the best place to start for beginners. Draw everything every day, and there's a playlist on that. Learn how to draw first. Do you have any advice that will help improve line art?
Yeah, there's a video on that too. Essentially, what you want to do, at least what helped me, was getting a brush pen. And you're going to go where your darkest are, where your shadows are, is where your thickest lines are going to be. And where there's light is where your thinnest lines are going to be.
How are you liking Tears of the Kingdom, and have you finished it yet?
I love it. I am doing all of the side quests before I do the final boss battle. And I sometimes I like doing the side quests. Sometimes I go, ugh, some of them are kind of boring, but I kind of just don't want it to end. And so I kind of wish that I wish that you could go and seek out new adventures rather than just being stuck on that same line. But I guess that's kind of what the side quests are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Great Wave sold.
Okay.
Yeah. Practice doesn't make perfect; it makes improvement. Jake, that's the best line right there. Kermito says, we all collectively started cheering when you guys responded. Haha. And don't worry, Donna, I won't. I dashed out of my previous class so quickly when the bell rang to be able to watch the live. Okay. As long as you don't get in trouble, we're okay. Have you tried watercolor inks?
Watercolor inks. I've done concentrated watercolors. Mm-hmm. I've done watercolor markers. I don't know if I know of watercolor inks. So if you guys notice, I decided that it was making her look a little too old, so I am getting rid of one of the layers.
We are having Bethany's requesting red for the background.
Oh, okay. I think I just did red for Michael Jackson, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. 99 Luft balloons are red.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. There was another question I missed. Hold on. Oh, Shadow the Illustrator, I'm happy that you can be here with us. Wait, stop talking. I gotta unmute you. Okay, go ahead.
Here's the photo. And what I was seeing was this darker spot right here. And this lighter spot here and this lighter spot here.
Wow, I don't see those at all.
But it looks weird right there, you know? It just looks weird. And I normally don't paint that spot darker. But I thought, well, let me see if that looks good. So I think I'm going to have to do something I never do, which is I'm going to have to lift up the colors.
How do you know when to color in certain spots and when not to?
I'm looking at the...
It's a great question.
Photo, and as you can see, I don't always know what parts to do. So
we usually go till about 10:30 in the morning, so about 20 more minutes. He's used alcohol markers for anime characters. You can check the playlist.
Blow dryer.
Oh, hold on. Go ahead. Okay, hold on. You are unmuted. All right. Okay, guys. Let's see what we got here. What happens when you do watercolors from dark to light? You get mush.
It's not going to look that good because watercolors are inherently transparent. It will work okay if you decide that you want to use less water and use it more like gouache.
Scott has a flat file. It's a cabinet with very skinny, long drawers that he puts all of his art. You can Google flat file, and that is where all of his art goes. But a lot of it we have put on our website and sold to people who want to have it in their house. A lime green would center the painting more than red.
Oh, did we find out what her hair color or her eye color was?
I don't know. Did you guys post in what her eye color was? I don't see it. Scott's never played Animal Crossing that I'm aware of. I do not do art. I write. I have a journal and I write in a journal every day. And that is what I do. And I also have a travel journal. But my travel journal is different than Scott's. I paste things in like ticket stubs and stuff like that. Her eyes are green, according to Google. And that would be a big thank you to Steph Nerd for that.
Thank you.
Eye passion is and Bethany also. So we have confirmation that green are her eye colors.
All right, blow dryer.
Again with the blow dryer. Go ahead. Oh. Ew. Okay, let me unmute you. And then, Blockness has a great question. Whenever I use watercolors or anything with paintbrushes, the hair from the brushes sometimes comes off and sticks to the paper. Is this because of the brush quality?
Yeah. I so many times that's happened to me, and because I was using cheaper brushes. And you know what? I remember Etcher Labs sent me their brushes, which were, expensive. And they were just pulling out all the time too. So I think it's just sometimes you get good brushes, sometimes you get bad brushes.
Oh man, I wondered what was going on. I felt like I was getting tea leaves and I am at the bottom of my cup of tea. Yikes. Okay. Apparently I'm at the bottom of my cup. I like how the soft under eye looks. Why do you use a blow dryer instead of a tissue?
Oh, because so if I use a tissue right now to dry it up, it's just going to take all of the color away. Because the tissue is going to soak up the water and the pigment. Whereas the blow dryer dissolves the water and leaves the pigment.
What's the best way to mail drawings and paintings? Flat. You have to mail them flat.
No, yeah. I mean, if you can roll them in a tube, then that's I think safer.
I think tubes are more expensive to mail. And you always want to insure it for the amount of the painting that it is. If you're selling a painting for $200, you want to insure it for $200. You don't want to insure it for less than that. You want to insure it for, more than that. And also, let me, on another note, as far as like the shipping tubes go, because we've done free shipping in the United States, that shipping is the ground shipping, it's their new first class, which is ground. It may take a week or two to get there. It may take longer than that. So just bear with the post office. Just bear with the post office on that. Oh. Interesting. My hobbies would be journaling and reading, and I like to knit. I don't do it as often as I can, but I like to knit. My favorite book is Pride and Prejudice, and Scott's favorite book is The Hobbit. And we go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m, barring any major complications. Okay, so Ellen's got a great comment. She says,
on my blow dryer.
Again? You with the blow dryer today. He's killing me.
You're not paying attention about the green bled.
Okay, I can't pay attention to the chat and the art and everything else.
You're just saying again. And
I'm trying. Cut me some slack. You're making me cry. I'm just kidding. Okay, Ellen says, on my streams, when I have to lift color, I use Mr. Thirsty Brush, coined by my beloved elementary art teacher. Can you explain lifting watercolor for those who don't know? Great suggestion and question there.
Is Steph nerd?
No, Ellen.
Sorry. Ellen?
Can you explain lifting watercolor for those people that don't know?
Oh, I just did it. I lifted the watercolor.
Explain it.
Okay. Let me see how to explain it.
Put some more water on it. If there's a spot you don't like. Boy, I thought I was tired today.
I'm not tired.
Well, you're not. You're thinking slower than you usually do.
No, it's just a question I wasn't thinking about. This is watercolor.
Ooh, Ellen stumped him.
You done?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can lift it with a paper towel while it's still wet like that. Or you can lift it by running your brush over it. And then paper towel. And you can keep doing that. As long as you're using good paper.
Are there papers maybe that wouldn't allow you to do that?
Watercolor
as well?
paper should always be able to handle it.
Okay. And what paper is that you're doing that on right now?
This is the Be Creative.
Ah, the Be Creative paper. Okay.
Well, okay, so this watercolor has obviously been dried for however many months, right? So some artists will like do a little bit of drawing like that and then come over it.
Is that a style?
Yeah, it's kind of it's called a lift-off technique, but apparently this is not. I don't know what kind of watercolor that was. Hold on, blow dryer.
Uh-oh. Sorry, guys.
An E for Ellen. And then you can kind of see a little bit of it kind of being pulled up.
Oh, look at that.
So some artists do that where they will
Lift-off technique.
they'll lift off the parts. I like to go light to dark.
Nice. Okay, so Scott's favorite medium that you're seeing is what he's doing right now. The pencil, the ink, and the watercolor.
All right, I am not happy with her, but I'm going to have to finish, so.
Yes, I've made friendship bracelets in the past. Not presently, but I have done it in the past. Okay, so we've never been to Five Below looking for art supplies.
Do we have a Five Below?
We do. It's up off of. It's over by the Old Navy, where the Old Navy is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So, what was I gonna say? For all of you asking about Scott's supplies, there are two lists. One is, and they're under the resources page. One is a list of all of Scott's art supplies that he uses. Another is a list of all the art supplies that we've tried. So, and by we, you know I don't mean me. So you can check that out, and that will help you kind of give you an idea of what kind of stuff he's got going on. How do you have such a cool style for your travel journal? And yes, you're unmuted.
I'm still developing it, so I don't think it's trial and error. You know, you're constantly trying a little bit of this and doing a little bit of that. But I think, like with most of my stuff, there's a lot of comic book influence. So I break my stuff down into borders and panels. Sorry.
Okay. So does the zebra brush pen smear when alcohol markers are applied over it? That's a good question. I don't think you used.
Yeah, I haven't really done.
Yeah.
No, hold on. I've done that before where
With the alcohol markers?
Yeah, like when I did the Aurora piece, like I think I started it off as ink and watercolor. Then I came over it with markers and gouache and stuff, and I don't think it lifted up.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing that as a style, but...
Okay. If you guys are hearing noises, apparently I'm hungry again, so my tummy is rumbling. Suggest brushes which can be used in all type of painting.
I don't think there's a single brush that can be used in all type of painting, but I'm currently using the, what are they called?
I don't know.
The Utrecht.
There you go.
Brands.
Oh, from Blick.
Yeah, from Blick. Mm-hmm. And they work good for watercolors, and I'm sure they work fine for gouache too.
Mm-hmm. Any advice for a young artist?
Draw everything every day.
You did come in at the end. Tips for beginner artists.
Draw everything every day.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Salud keeps saying, one time we were having a yard sale and I was painting my travel book when a customer said, can I borrow your pen? And I said yes, and he used my zebra brush pen and put so much pressure on it that it bent.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. There are lots of tips in Tiddlywinks in the Art Hacks playlist. So start there. Any tips for beginners with watercolor?
Work lights to darks.
Since there's no white watercolor, how do you do highlights?
You leave the area, you don't touch that area. Mm-hmm. Though you can always go in with gouache if you want to.
If you're a beginner, you can go somewhere like that Five Below, or you can go to a dollar store and you can buy stuff like that, and you can try art supplies like that, try pencils, try watercolor paints, try things like that. And then as you get better, then you can buy better supplies. But when you're first starting out, you don't have to buy expensive stuff.
Yeah.
When I first started journaling, I didn't have a fountain pen. I just used a basic ballpoint pen and, a basic notebook. I didn't buy anything special.
Blow dryer.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me go ahead. There you go. You can also start a travel journal with just a pencil and a small notebook or sketchbook. You don't have to start with anything specific, guys.
So I'm not happy with this, obviously. So
again?
I never stopped being not happy with it, so it's not an again. So I'm just trying to find...
I thought you fixed it and you were happier with it when you fixed it. Okay.
That would be way too simple.
What do you like to draw the most?
Hair. Blow dryer.
Again? Oh my goodness sakes alive. Okay, this is cute. Alex has 2 younger siblings and has a specific box of Crayola items for them to use when I'm drawing so they can feel included but don't ruin my good art supplies.
Oh, that's great.
You are a wonderful older sibling. That is so sweet that you do that for them, and I'm sure that they will remember that and appreciate that. Being able to be with you and do art with you. That's really cute. Any tips for portraits?
Use photo reference. And don't be afraid to trace.
If you are going to post pictures for Scott to see, please tag him in it.
Blow dryer.
Otherwise, he will not see it. So you need to try that. Do you have any favorite children's story illustrators?
Winsor McKay.
Oh, Little Nemo in Slumberland. Let's see. favorite tea is the Harrods strong breakfast tea. Ryan says, the black pen should be fine when the markers go over it. I use Faber-Castell fine pens and Ohuhu markers for my art. There you go.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Ryan. We appreciate that. All right, we did that.
So, Ellen, I'm doing the lift-off technique.
What's your favorite art supply, honey?
My Be Creative sketchbook.
Mm-hmm. Does Scott ever mix his watercolors, or does he just layer pre-existing colors?
I used to mix, but honestly, to me, it's like I would rather just. I think I mix my gouache, but I'm trying to kind of find a style that I like, and so that's why I'm doing this. Blow dryer.
Oh, hold on. Okay. How do I help the figures in a gouache painting stand out with an actual setting as a background? How to help it pop a bit off the background in that medium?
Was it gouache, they said?
Yes, gouache.
I did a video on that with Aragorn where I talked about you can use contrast. So you want your blackest blacks and your whitest whites to be on the thing that you want to look at. And then don't go full black, don't go full white on the stuff. So that way your eye's going to be drawn to the darkest darks and the lightest lights.
Okay, Laura says, I have been using extremely cheap art supplies and I'm worried when I move on to more higher quality art supplies, I won't be used to them and I will act like they're cheap.
You won't. It's going to be the opposite. You're going to be afraid to use them because they're cost
expensive.
More money.
Correct.
Blow dryer.
A lot of people do that. An expensive sketchbook or an expensive notebook or whatever, expensive paper. They don't want to use it and it sits there because they're like, I can't touch this paper. It's just too expensive. Fun time. If you go to the Art Hacks playlist, you'll find stuff for eyes and mouths and noses and all sorts of things like that.
So do you see how I had to remove a lot of the lines to get
Soften
her to
it.
feel more younger and youthful. And so that's the downside of this style that I'm kind of playing around with is I think it works well for, some figures and not for others, or I've just got to develop a better technique for that. But blow dryer.
Best watercolor painting sketchbook.
I still prefer the Be Creative. I'm going to open up her mouth just a little bit.
Okay, where am I here? What do you like better, gouache or watercolor?
Oh, I love them both. It really is a mood thing for me. But I would say watercolor.
You do not need expensive art supplies to make good art.
No. I would only say that if you're going to do watercolors, you want good watercolor paper. Not the best, but good watercolor paper.
Useless Stuff bought an Artist Loft sketchbook for marker coloring, and there's no bleed, which is great.
Oh, that is great.
If you want tips for beginners, check the Art Hacks playlist. Whenever I try watercolor, the paper always rips apart. That's Hannah.
Yeah, you just need to get better paper.
If you're going to buy one good thing, buy good paper. I really love the hair journal. Will there be a part 2 of that?
I kind of did a little bit of a part 2 with the Women's History Month stuff. And that was things like this.
Anne Marie says life is too short to not use the expensive fancy art supplies.
Yeah.
Amen, sister. You know?
I think that's as good as it's going to get.
People who say that they don't want to use a notebook. and they have stacks and stacks of notebooks because they don't want to use it. You know, I just dive right in. You know, just dive right in. Your energy bills are probably through the roof because of Scott's use of the blow dryer. You're so funny. I don't know what your question is, Hannah. Any types for bad pencil colors? What are you asking? The Discord is not open while we're live because our mods that mod the Discord also help us here. Scott likes to draw hair because he doesn't have any. He rests his hand on the table when he's sketching, and that's how he keeps his hand so still. Put something in between your pages to keep your markers from bleeding on the other page. Put a piece of cardboard in between. Is it possible to have too much acrylic paint? I have overloaded paint in my drawer.
I don't
it's
think
time
it's
to
ever...
paint. If you got paint.
Well, apologies. I had a hard time picking today anyhow, too.
You literally picked 2 minutes before we started.
Yeah. And so I would say not my favorite one, but, you know, they can't all be.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we're done, guys.
Have a fantastic weekend.
Yeah, thanks for being here with us. I'm going to sleep tomorrow, probably all day. And we are going to go ship more posters today. Please check your email. If you got an email from us, we need information from you to ship your poster out. So check that, and we'll talk to you guys again on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye.